There are three groups of people that require more protein than average: those who are recovering from an injury or surgery, older adults, and people who are hard training or very active. Most of us in the Fit and 50 crew are in both of these last two categories. We all know protein plays a role in protecting our muscle mass as we age, but the importance of protein goes far beyond this. 60% of our body is made up of water, 20% is made from protein, and it's in every cell of our body, with it being necessary for things like immune system function and digestion. Protein has been shown to improve satiety and help us lose excess body fat, so getting enough is a must. But is protein powder the best way to do this, or is it just a waste of money? They did a study on a group of overweight men with the average age of 47. They compared the feelings of fullness and satiety between a normal protein intake, which they defined as 14% of total daily calories, to a high protein group that had 25% of their daily calories being protein. They found that this increase in protein cut cravings by 60%. Reducing food cravings goes a long way in helping us stick to a calorie-reduced meal plan. One of the ways protein does this is by reducing the hunger hormone ghrelin. In a 2006 study, they found that consuming a high-protein breakfast when compared to a breakfast high in carbohydrates had not only a greater reduction in ghrelin, but it digested slower as well. The first study I mentioned used real food. The second study used a mix of yogurt and whey protein isolate. If you look at enough studies, you will see that a protein supplement can help to improve satiety, but that doesn't make it the best choice. Most people can easily get enough protein through food, and if you're someone like me who likes to eat, it only makes sense to eat food and not drink it. And I'm talking about all protein sources here, not just meats, but eggs, beans, lentils, nuts, seeds, and even whole grains contain dietary protein. The absorbability varies, but it all counts towards your daily protein intake. In addition to this, you have other nutrients that you need, and they are found in high-protein foods like vitamins, minerals, fats, and in the case of non-meat sources, fiber, an often neglected essential nutrient. The most significant advantage of a protein supplement is convenience. What we don't want to do is sacrifice quality for convenience. And we're at risk of this because protein powders are considered a dietary supplement and isn't regulated the same way as food or medicine, which could have us purchasing a product that doesn't contain what it's supposed to, or having additional ingredients other than what's on the label. To offset this risk, reputable companies arrange for independent third-party testing to ensure accuracy and safety. In addition to looking for independent testing, I would recommend going for as high a protein content per serving as possible. This will be found in a protein isolate. Again, it's important to check the label, as sometimes they'll blend a protein isolate with a protein concentrate, which has less protein and more of the things we don't want, like in the case of whey protein, lactose, which is a milk sugar. And when we take a protein powder, we want protein, not sugar. There's a small amount of lactose in whey isolate. If you're lactose intolerant, you may want to go with a plant source of protein. To get a complete protein with all the essential amino acids, it's best to blend 2 or more plant sources. I would recommend that you find one that's blended with pea protein, as it's high in branched-chain amino acids, which are needed to maximally stimulate muscle protein synthesis. You can get a plant-based protein in an isolate form as well. I briefly want to talk about hydrolyzed protein powders. These contain protein that has been pre-digested, which sounds kind of gross, but it makes it easier to absorb. So for those who get an upset stomach from protein, this could be beneficial. For the rest of us, it's more expensive and doesn't really provide much increased benefit. Overall, we're better off getting our protein from whole food sources, even when it comes to resistance training, especially if you're just starting to work out. For more experienced lifters, there does seem to be some benefits to taking a larger amount of protein like you get from a protein shake in that 3 or 4 hour window post-workout. But the rest of the time, you should be getting your protein from whole foods. Watch this video next to find the best high-protein foods to build muscle so we can keep working out while having fun. This is Lawrence from Fit and 50. We'll talk to you again in the next one.